are live. Mike. What's up, Coon? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Early live. Let's kill it today. Oh, sorry, I'm just kind of warming up. I'm gonna let everybody know on the Discord. What up, Joey Biden? I saw your comment there. What's happening with Discord? Oh, Discord's like bugging out for me. Y'all ready to do some accessorizing? I'm sure you all are. Morning. How's it going? Live notifications. Let's talk about Joey. Cool. I'll make a Joey Trump later. That's cool. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna flip it all around. Let's dive in. We're all set up. It's funny. It's like it takes like 5 minutes for me to set up all my lives now. Used to be just I hop on and wing it, and now we're doing a whole bunch of stuff. What's up, Megan? How's it going? We're talking Joey this morning. So I forgot it's morning for you guys. Yeah. How far? What time is it for you, Kun? Is it 5 hours or is it like 7? I think it's like 7, right? I think. So that's 3:30. Yeah. 9 to 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 1, 2, 2, 3. Okay, it's 6 hours. That's a 6 hour difference. Yeah, I'm starting to like think in UK time because I talk with Ted. We have calls a lot now. And so yeah, I'm starting to have that like 5 hour transition in my mind. So like for a while our one of our main clients, they're in California, and so it was like I've got that 3 hour time change for me really down. Like that we're in Florida, so it's like 3 hour earlier than California. So but yeah, you time. Not Dutch time. Well, I don't talk with you every day, okay? You got a UK time on your desktop. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, maybe like this like sidebar thing. It's not working right now. Okay, there you go. Like on that sidebar, you're saying. Actually, I do. Yeah. Yes, I do. Wait. I guess Paris is 6 and not 5, but it's close enough. I gotta update that. Howdy, Dragon Game. Welcome back. I remember you. You were crushing the ideas the other day. So yeah. Okay, so today, I'm sure we're gonna talk about accessories. So before we get into that, though, I want to like clean up this file because it's getting out of hand with everything. Like, yeah, every time. I think I might start doing this off the lives, so you all don't have to be bored waiting on me. So use the Clocker app on Mac. It adds to the top of your normal clock. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I'm gonna go download that. Yeah, that would be super useful for me. Cool. I wrote it down. I'll get back to it. Whoa, what's happening? There you go. Okay. Cool. How's Joey doing? So Joey's doing pretty good. We've got a lot of work in on Joey. Damn it. Damn it. Sorry. Sorry, I got a phone call. I thought I put it on Do Not Disturb, but yes. So we're moving along pretty good. Let's see. Man, my internet is running slow right now. Like my computer's like barely working. Hold on. I'm gonna like turn off everything I don't need. Bye bye Discord. Bye bye Mamp. Sorry. I'm bumming it right now, everyone. Where's Mamp even? Damn it. Okay. What keyboard and caps do I use? So right now I've got a Keychron K2, just standard caps on it. But I'm planning on getting some like custom caps, like not like a set, but you know, I forget I think the name of the channel is Tiny Makes Things, I think. She's got an awesome TikTok where basically like comments were asking for like, you know, different cartoon characters, and she went and made, you know, like fully custom keycaps for each one. So it was like H for Homer or something, you know, from like The Simpsons kind of thing. So yeah, so I've always been into keycaps in that way, but I've never like had the expenditure money to be able to do it. So yeah, so it's still a wish list item for me right now. Maybe eventually we'll be able to do it. We actually just got paid by the App Store for the first time, so that's super cool. Yeah, and like, you know, on a, you know, I don't know, I know you all probably don't care so much, but this, yeah, I mean, this, like, we've been getting a lot of clients lately, which is huge for us because it basically assures the future of all of these apps. Yeah, everything is like looking really, really good right now. So yeah, maybe I'll start actually making some money here soon. We'll see. So I don't like to talk about, you know, money too much, but yeah, there's a lot of times that our team gets paid more than I do, which isn't like, you know, that's part of being a business owner and everything. So I'm not like complaining at all, but it's definitely I can foresee some of that turning soon, where I can actually start paying myself a little bit soon. So we'll see. Yeah, but definitely all of the stuff that's been happening lately, we're in such a good spot. Like, really, we have like a massive runway on all these apps now. So hey, whose flag is this? Do you all know? I didn't write it down, and I don't know what flag that is. I don't know how to like reverse search with that from Figma. Does anybody know? 5 or Lebanon. Okay, cool. Sweet, thank you. Look at you all knowing your geography, or you. That's not geography. It's kind of geography, but the American school system teaches us all of the flags. Not really. I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah. We have different Joey bowls. We're different categories, and those Joeys live in different bowls. So the only problem with that is basically, you know, I did it yesterday. This is what This is what 5 Joeys in one bowl looks like. Sorry, no. Here you go. That's what 4 Joeys. Damn, I had one with 5, but even this is pretty packed. You know what I mean? If you were to have more than 5 Joeys, plus a Ghost Joey, plus a Holy Joey flying by every once in a while, it's gonna get pretty gnarly packed in there. And so that's why I wanted to avoid categorizing the Joeys, other than, you know, you put this Joey in this bowl and so you're good. You know what I mean? Like that I think that's the extent that we're gonna do for a categorization of amongst the bowls, because yeah, like, and then basically if you have a Joey die in that bowl, then it goes to that bowl's graveyard and you can't really move it. But I don't know, maybe that doesn't make sense either. Yeah, there's some mechanics. The mechanics are starting to show issues here and there. So mainly where the issue is for that specifically is I want to make a screen. I actually want to do it today on this live. I want to make a screen where we walk through, like you can tap on the graveyard and see a chronological history of the chronological history of the deaths that you had of your Joey. So it would be nice to where it's not bowl specific, and instead it's like just a complete history. So, you know, if this Joey died in this bowl, or if a Joey died in another bowl, you could still see that in the history. You know, I'm sure there's a word for it in the eulogy. No, it's kind of, eulogy is like the speech at a funeral, right? Which we kind of already have a screen for that, but you know, it's funny. Like sometimes I just like talk a bunch and about something super weird in the most you know, standard voice, as if I'm not talking about eulogies for Adolfo right now. So yeah. Netherlands. So what I'm doing right now is I'm cleaning up the file to make this manageable for us for later, because yeah, it's getting tight. Welsh, the Wales flag. Portugal. I'm sure there's some flags I'm missing. So if you want to sound off, now's the time. I don't think we have a Finland flag. What flag is this? Hungary. India! We don't have India flag, yes. Let's go down the flag. We do have Swedish flag, but not the Swiss flag. You were right. Let's go do it. Okay, UK, South Korea. Sorry. Yeah. Boom. Okay. Switzerland flag. Let's go do it. Switzerland flag. Make a costume, Joey, like you did with the dragon. What would the costume be? Let's do Israel. Wait, I said I was gonna do Denmark, right? Let's do Denmark first, then I'll do Israel. Bum bum bum. Cat costume. I love it. Shall we, everyone? Shall we? Oh no. Do. Denmark. Are you doing any pride flags? We do. So we have the non-binary flag, and then we also have the pride flag as well. Gotta do it, it's Pride Month, you know? Israel. Oh yeah, and India. I didn't do India either. I'll get back to India in a sec. What was the one that was, oh yeah, India. India, high quality. India flag, high quality. That seems like it gets us the ones that are legal to reuse. Nice. All right. Yeah, let's get Norway. Norway. Cool. All right, so what we just did, so now we've got a symbol for flags that I'm gonna put inside of the skin, flag skin. I'm gonna put that inside of it, if that makes sense. So now we're gonna be able to just flip it on a dime. Boom, you see? Yeah. Why did all these other ones not get rigged up? Some layers have invalid names. Oh gosh. Iceland. Damn, I gotta go rename all of these. Did you all know that Antarctica has a flag? That's Antarctica's flag. So, you learn something new. Sweden. Florida. Florida? Georgia. Kuwait. France. Non-binary. Texas. So far we only have 3 state flags. Guess you could argue that Puerto Rico's kind of a state, but not really. Okay. And then, this is not the Netherlands flag. This is what's it called? Amsterdam's. see. Wales. Portugal. My keyboard switches, they're just like the I don't know which ones came with the standard. I've got a Keychron K2. So, which by the way, if you're thinking of buying a Keychron, I'd recommend not the K2 because literally I hit these buttons so much every day. It's super annoying. So, I would recommend the K12 looks solid. Like it looks like it's still compact and small, but it has it has that row separate. So yeah. Honest opinions. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. Maybe I should be. No. We don't we're actually not sponsored by anybody. So okay. Alright. So we've got the flags finally rigged up. Let's confirm that we do. Yes, we do. So this is all of the flags that we've gotten written out. I should probably have added emojis to these to make it easier, but you know, it's not going to work anymore. So now we can delete all of these because we've already got them rigged up. So awesome. Nice. Okay. So we now are in a place to go crazy. Hey, how's things going? Something new is implemented? Kind of. So all we've done, Biafato, is get flags as like a standardized symbol system inside of Joey. So I'm now going to just to clean this file up for myself and for Scott and everything. I'm going to move all of this stuff into a finals page. That way we're only like really looking at stuff that is current. Because as you all can see, there is an insane amount of mess in this file already. And yeah. So yesterday we worked on onboarding a little bit. Pretty exciting there. Yeah. We got to check pricing on Plaid. They kind of have like a thing of like a per account kind of thing, but they only show the pricing for US and Canada, which isn't ideal. So yeah, okay. Also, no, I don't know if you see how impact, but Brittany posted an Insta post about her VMA show. Okay, maybe we gotta go like wait, like on TikTok? Maybe I need to stitch it, right? Britney Spears does have a TikTok, right? Let's see. Is it like that? Britney Spears? Let's see. Did she post about her VMAs? I don't see any. Is this it? It would be awesome if she did, because basically, yeah. So what we did the other day was we made a VMA Britney Spears Joey, complete with snake and headset. Still, Devil in Disguise Joey is my favorite. So totally because of us. Not okay. Well, yeah, we can maybe what we can do is yeah, like wait till she talks about it on TikTok, and then we'll stitch it and be like, hey, for everybody who doesn't know, we've got a Joey dressed up as Britney Spears from the 2001 VMAs. Yeah, so this is the onboarding that we made up yesterday. Basically, yeah, there's all the sign up stuff, blah blah blah. But this is where you can like access your banks, and and then from there it's going to calculate, the past 6 months of budget, of like expenses and income, and it'll kind of land you on this where it's, and this is actually incorrect. So this is monthly income, monthly expenses. So hopefully it's not that much compared to that much. But yeah, let's just flip that around. Monthly expenses, monthly income. I really don't like the layout of this page. I think that Scott's got to kind of rework that a little bit today. When's this going to be released? So we officially are a week into having this idea. A week ago is when all this came. So let me kind of walk through where we're at on design, and how we're going to be going about development. So we're pretty far along on the designs. We have, we've decided that there's 7 stages to Joey. As long as you keep your Joeys alive each week, you'll get a new Joey. Day by day, that Joey will Monday you'll have a tadpole Joey. Tuesday it'll be like this. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday is full-grown Joey. And so at that point is where it sports the personality of the random accessory. And so we've got a bit of random accessories already, but we're definitely going to be diving into more, I'm sure, as my recent video said. Yesterday we also worked on a little bit where you can tap this area, this like upgraded structure area. You can upgrade that by sacrificing Joeys to make them holy, and then you will be able to decide from certain amount you'll be able to choose from different upgrades, and so each upgrade costs a certain amount of Joeys, where you have to maybe most of them will only be 1 or 2 Joeys, but then one will be you have to sacrifice 10 Joeys at once, and it's like the rarest of all the structure upgrades. And so that'll be coming. So we kind of mapped that kind of stuff out. Here's how it's going to be. It's like this, right? And so you can see kind of all of the you can select which Joey you want to make, and then the next step will be you have to select which of your Joeys are you going to sacrifice. Yesterday we also talked a little bit about feeding the Joeys, personally, hand by hand. I like that idea a lot. I just I still don't have the mechanic worked out in my mind, so I think I'd like to dive into that a little bit today. We also came up with a widget a little bit ago, and this is kind of how it goes, because there's going to be an expenses tab, and then also the Joey tab. So this is what the expenses tab is going to look like. Well, here you go. This is it. So you'll be able to add categories of expenses that you want to track. There'll be a set recurring one that you can create new ones, but you can't really make subcategories of recurring because really the point of the recurring is its own section, and then inside a variable though is where it's miscellaneous purchases like Amazon or groceries, right? So maybe you set a budget for yourself of I'm only going to spend $50 a month on Amazon. So then you can see that monthly progress bar budget. So basically, in expenses is monthly budget, and then over on the dashboard is a weekly broken up version of that monthly budget. And so on the home screen widget, we're thinking that you'll see $100 left this week. You can see how far your water's at and everything like that. And then every few seconds it'll flip from that to this, and then it'll flip from that to this. And so you can really get a good gauge of all of your Joey's life and also your finances as well. So I think that's a super dope widget. Can we hide the dollar amounts in the widget for when others see our phone? Oh, that's a really good idea. Let me think on that. So I guess my main concern, and you yourself, as long as we keep the water level consistent, right, then you really don't need that money. You can say, okay, I have about half my budget left, right? And then you could tap it to see the full budget, right? Obviously. And I definitely agree. We need to have like a pin pad where when you open the app, it like uses Face ID and or a passcode to be able to like open it, just to make sure that people on your phone can't just like go see your expenses, kind of thing. So okay, yeah, that's a cool idea. Percentage left this week. Yeah. 50% left this week. That's a good idea. Yeah, I really like that. If we're sacrificing Joey's, then why not be able to keep the accessories they had for later use? That's a good idea, Dragon. That's a good idea. It's a really good idea. Cool. Let me think on it. So I love the idea of customizing Joey's. It's just that mechanic is going to be nuts. Like, it's just going to be like, I don't know the best way to do that yet. So let me think on it a little bit. I think too, we'll probably widget coloring is tough because I know that Android allows for transparent background widgets, but iOS does not. So it does need a fixed color. So I'm thinking what we can do is a dark mode version and a light mode version. You can select which one you want, or maybe we'll do it based on phone if that's possible. I'll need to confirm with developers on that. Can you do a section where you can see our daily, weekly income from our job and our paydays, and then a section where we have paydays auto added to our budget if we wanted? Yes. So let's talk about that a little bit. Basically, on expenses is a tab all about like what's leaving, like all your transactions that you're paying things for. Now the dashboard side is going to be more on it's going to show your income from this week and your expenses from this week, just an overall number. This will also have projected as well, so in the form of these alerts. So say that you get paid every 2 weeks, right? If it's on like the second week, right? Then that week you're not getting paid. Joey will send you an alert of like, hey, just a heads up, you do have a month, like a weekly budget of this, but you're not getting paid this week. So just keep that in mind that your cash flow might be a little low, So I think that's how we're going to handle the alert side. We are going to be adding a savings tab. We really haven't gotten into design on that at all yet, but I think that's where you'll be able to dive deeper into cash flow, compare it to debt, and all of that stuff too. So in that, I think that in the beginning I wanted to do a little bit more recommendations, but I'm a little nervous around the financial advice legalities, and so I think all we're going to do is show you your savings, and then you're going to be and your debt, and then you're going to be able to like do what if scenarios, like what if I pay this credit card $10 a month more, like what's going to happen or whatever, so you'll be able to really play around with that, and it'll also have some projection graphs of based on your income history, you're probably going to get paid next week. So next week you'll have it'll be like a dot graph going up in the future, and so so that I think that's how we're going to handle that. Do you think that's enough? Yes. I'm just saying I want to collect accessories and grow Joey's to adulthood to collect as many as I can. Okay. So let's see. So let's talk about that for a second. I want to really quickly, before we go any further on that, I want to talk about Tombstone. I don't think eulogy is the right word, but it's the word I'm going with right now. So there it is. So in here we're gonna have a Joey history. You know what I mean, of of their deaths. It's going to be like a chronological order of when Joey with a bow tie, which you named Joey the Second, died, right? Or went to the graveyard. I think we're going to try to avoid words like died, but I don't know. A Joey Dex. I love that. Yeah, okay. You're right. So we could fit that in the graveyard, in the Joey Dex. Joey Dex is definitely the perfect fucking word for that. Thank you so much for that. Yes. So, okay. So we're going to have, in here, we're going to have, like, when they were born. Oh my god, wait. I'm the one that asked for the bow tie originally. Yes, we did keep it. Yeah. Yeah. It looks so good, right? Okay, so let us come in here. We're going to... I need to do some mood boarding. Specifically... so mood boarding, I'm sure you kind of know what that is, but list UI. I just want to like kind of get some vibes of layouts and everything. I kind of like this vibe. This is kind of what I was thinking, where it would be, you know, the Joey, it would have their name, and then it would have the status change that happened. So, yeah, let's just do that. That's perfect. So, okay, so 2 weeks ago, Joey was born. Let's put this Joey inside of a box. We're gonna clip that Joey. We're going to put a white background. We're gonna put some shadow on the thing. Okay. Let's make a list, everyone. Dang it, what is happening? Cool, I got it. There it is, everyone. Yay! You totally know what's happening, right? I need to get better at like explaining when sometimes I just like zone out. I do love a good list. Can we get a sneak peek of the closet? I'm so excited for launch. Already told all my friends. Sweet! Yeah, I'll derail really quick. So we've got a digital closet app coming out. And these are the final looks. So basically the idea is when you land in the morning, if you don't have an outfit planned already, you can browse for outfits and generate outfits. That pulls up this, and for the generator side, you can add layers to it. And then it's really cool. Like basically you can padlock items. And then when you press generate, everything else but the padlock stuff randomizes. And so, yeah, so you can build it by category and stuff. Once you do that, you can control like how the collage is going to look. Yeah, and then this is the browse side. So it's going to generate a bunch of outfits for you at once and then show you different options. And so, yeah, here's dark mode. Everybody always asks for dark mode. So there's dark mode. 7 a.m. Oh, you're over in West Coast, huh? Okay. Yeah, so this is the Explorer feed basically on here. I know it's very Instagram-like, but you know, Instagram is is a powerhouse of of a lot of user data tests already. So, but anyways, the idea is you can, when you create an outfit, you can share it on the feed publicly. You don't have to, but you also take a picture of it with yourself on. And then the coolest part is you can view items and get a shop link directly to it. Also, you can store stuff. You can bookmark stuff, and then you can sort those into lists on your own inspiration feed that you can pull from later. The coolest part about that part is as you do that, then stuff that you don't own but are a part of those inspiration outfits will start showing up in the generator for you to be like, so you can basically like start shopping for new items while you're comparing it to your current clothes. So yeah, it's a really cool app. It really came together. All the little things are connecting really well now, I think. So it's it's a big one. I think I'm really excited about it, honestly. And we have 16,000 people on that wait list, which is that's insane. So Task we got to 25,000 on Task which was big, but I think that if we play our cards right, we'll have it even bigger than that. So we'll see. All right, so back to the Pokedex, or sorry, Joey Dex. Will you take your own picture of your clothes, or is it only store photos? Both. So you will be able to take photos of your clothes, and we actually found a library where you're going to be able to like tap a color on the photo, and then you'll like control the tolerance of how much that color is removed from the photo. And yeah, I think we'll maybe even make it so you can like do that multiple times. To like, so for this, you could remove the green and the white, sky background kind of thing. So yeah, there is an API that does that. It's called Remove BG, but it's really expensive basically for us to use it for individual items of clothing like that. So what we are going to recommend too is that users bring their go use that individually, right? Because that's not expensive, that's actually free to do, but doing it from an API scale it ends up where I think it's like a half a penny per background removal. But as I said, we've got 16,000 users, right? So let's say that 16,000 people upload 25 items of clothing on average. That's 400,000 items of clothing. That's around $20,000 to spend on Remove BG. So they're definitely cleaning up on that. So yeah, I know that there's like enterprise pricing and stuff like that, but it's still probably not. We'll run out of money if we do it that way. So yeah. All right. What do y'all think about this? So Joey the Second, 2 weeks ago. Actually, maybe we make this a little smaller, so it's like Joey the Second was born. You only have that accessory available after you sacrifice it. Oh yeah, sorry, that was 50 cents. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, it's still $2,000, which that's a lot better, but it still is. That's assuming that there's only 25 items of clothing, and actually, like I had looked at their numbers, so it's actually more than half a penny then, because I had breezed through the numbers, and like I think you get 7,500 credits for I think it was like $4,000 or $5,000 kind of thing. So we would basically need 400,000 credits, and their pricing numbers only went up to, I think it was 7,500 or something like that. So yeah, math, am I right? Okay. So Joey the second was born. Whew. I think we do it like that, yeah. Cool. So I think it would be cool to like show the current life status that happened at that time. So then, so maybe it's like yesterday. Joey the second was sacrificed. Sacrificed. There you go. Okay, so Joey the second is now in the afterlife. They are Holy Joey. So Holy Joey gets their own background color. Now that I arrived, Joey decks. Yeah. So basically, the Joey decks will have yeah. So I guess that is one thing. Okay. So I wanted to have a history, like almost like a feed of what happened to all of your Joeys, like chronological order, right? So yeah, like yesterday there was a thing that happened. You sacrificed Joey the second, right? And then 2 weeks ago, Joey the second was born. So, so you can see that in chronological order, right? But maybe it's just that Joey Dex definitely leans itself towards every single Joey that you've ever owned and their current life status. Maybe it's just that. What do you all think? I guess, would you rather see that like a chronological feed, or would you rather see like a breakdown of each Joey that you've ever owned, kind of thing? When is the new map going to come? What do you mean new map? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Which one? Manic Pixie Dream Fae. Manic Pixie Dream Fae. Feed would overwhelm. Okay. All right. So we will just have so Joey Dex is perfect then. Joey Dex that's the perfect label for it. So okay. So then is Joey non-binary? Yes. It's they them pronouns. It started in the beginning where I was giving it a she, because basically the Joeys have to, like the new Joeys, like Joey the second has to come from somewhere, but we've we've made the decision that Joey is non-binary. So what about the status of current living Joeys on one tab and then not living Joeys on another? Okay, I love that. Okay, yes, you are right. So Joey Dex has been evolved. Okay, perfect. So we'll just do. Should we do alive, sacrificed, and dead, or just a like in a bowl, not in a bowl, or something? You know what I mean? When and will this ever be released? Yes. So we are starting development on this next week. Actually, the idea started literally a week ago, and so it's funny that like usually we would be way further along than this, but we pretty much every day end up just talking about accessories. So alive, sacrifice, and unalived. Okay, cool. I love that. Yep, that's a really good idea. Should you be able to sacrifice them from here? And I love unalive. It's a really good way to say dead. And plus it references the you unalived me notification too, which is perfect. Nice. All right. Here we are. Scooter ankle. what is this app for? Yeah, let's do a recap really quick. I've been meaning to do one during this live. I kind of just jumped right into it. So here we go. So when you land on the app, look at this. We are getting pretty far along, aren't we? So when you land on the app, you'll be able to sign up and do that whole thing. You will be able to link a bank account, or you can skip it. You can also link all of your credit card accounts too if you want. What that does then, it goes to Plaid, which is an API that allows us to handle all the security and all that stuff. So that and it's like it's used by like a lot of big apps and institutions. So it's definitely really good and probably better technology than what we can manage, kind of thing, which is awesome. So anyways, what that does is it scans the last 6 months of your finances, and it gives you it says, hey, on average you have $960 a month of expenses, and you have on average $2,700 in income. So you can move both of those bars as you want, and that's what will happen if you don't link a bank account and you skip it. It'll just take you to that screen where it has these sliders. I really don't like the layout. We got to revise this screen, but anyways, you're going to have a weekly budget and a monthly budget given to you from that, and so what that will happen is it'll bump you to here, and this is going to be like a nice little animation screen. So it'll say, hey, I'm your first Joey. Let's go. So it's going to have like an animation where the Joey jumps in geez, my computers are bumming it. Okay, so it's going to have an animation where the Joey like dives into the water, and it's like, there I am chilling in your budget bowl. I love it. Let's start by giving me a name. If not, you can just call me Joey the First. So that will trigger like the pop-up to go edit the name if you want, and you can edit the name from there. It'll have a little bit more of a walkthrough to explain how the rest of the system works, but let me just by hand walk you through it. So let's assume that you have a weekly budget of $100. Your water bowl here will represent $100. As you spend your budget, the water goes away and all the Joeys start to crowd around this bottom area. If you overspend, your most recently born Joey will unalive. You've unalived them at that point, and so they will go to the graveyard, and you can tap on the graveyard to get a little bit of the Joey. They will take you to the Joey decks of unalived sections, and it'll tell you when they were born, how long they lived, and when you unalive them. So so it'll also, as you go, track your weekly income and your weekly expenses. So it'll show you what you are actually working with this week compared to your budget. And then inside of the app there will also be alerts in Joey's voice, basically giving you reminders about upcoming bills, giving you warnings of like low cash flow, and then also positive affirmations around you doing well on your budget. And so you can also tap on a Joey, and it'll pull up this pop-up which will tell you when they were born and give you a explanation of how they're thinking about you, whether you're positive or negatively affecting their lives, kind of thing. You can sacrifice them. Let's talk about sacrifices now. So you can upgrade this structure to be something other than a castle. It can be a palm tree or a bunch of other options. So we're going to figure all the rest of those other options out. But this is the screen where you can choose what you want to upgrade it to. So say that you don't want that castle. It can be you can make it a palm tree. And so how that works is you'll tap on the castle, and this screen will pop up. It'll have a list of all of the upgrade options, and you can tap on one, but it basically will tell you how many Joeys you need to sacrifice. And so that's the whole thing, right? Is every week, if you don't overspend, you get a new Joey. If you do overspend, you lose your most recently born Joey. So it's really cool where the structures are like the next level of the game, or whatever this is, where it's if you do consistently well on your budget, then you will consistently be able to upgrade your structures to something cooler. And so one thing I forgot to mention was as they become So through a random accessory, somebody said that they would pay $5 in our Task Tree app if I made a Harry Styles one. That is the only reason why we have a Harry Styles Joey. Anyways, yeah. So say that you just like you get randomly you get a Harry Styles Joey and you don't like Harry Styles Joey. So that's the kind of the ones that you want to sacrifice, right? So you'll say, okay, I'm going to change my structure around. I'm going to make it a palm tree now. So I haven't designed the screen yet, but basically you'll be able to like tap on that one. You'll confirm that you want to do that one, and then it'll show you all your Joeys, and from there you can select the ones that you want to remove, including the Harry Styles Joey. So yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at on the app right now. Just now I was working on the Joey decks, which will be like a life status of all of your Joeys you've ever had. So the alive section will be all of the alive ones, obviously, and when they were born, and then the sacrificed will show when they were sacrificed. The unalived is where the when you killed them, basically, or when you unalived them. Will it work in the EU? Yes. So the only issue is Plaid. Plaid is the API that we're going to work with. So it's going to be launched globally, but not all banks will be supported. That's the issue. Because basically we would need to hook up to every single... no, that's not the right page. We'll need to hook up to every single bank otherwise. What is happening? Here we go. Global coverage. There we go. So these are the countries that are currently supported by Plaid. We've got the USA, Canada, UK, France, Spain, Ireland, and Netherlands. So I'm sure that there's going to be, like Switzerland, Sweden, and Germany will be soon. But for whatever reason, Plaid doesn't currently cover those. So we kind of, I think we're going to put up like a form somewhere that will allow you to say, this is my bank and this is my country. Can you see if you can support that bank? And then that'll help you, kind of thing. But we'll see. Yeah, currently not Australia and New Zealand are not supported, unfortunately. So, but basically, so what you can do is you'll be able to, manually add your income and expenses, which is going to be a nightmare, right? But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If you're in Germany or Australia or whatever, if you could right now, after this live, still hang with me, but go look at budgeting apps in your country and see how they connect to your bank account. And then come back and comment on the video, please. Because basically, have you seen the Tink API? Okay, maybe Tink is a more international one. If so, then probably we'll do that. Okay, nice. There you go. Yeah. And it's open. Okay. That's dope. Okay. Well, there you go. Maybe we'll be able to do this in a bigger way. But yeah, also go if you can. If you can, go check it out. No, it's not active already. Actually, literally we're 7 days removed now from when all of this idea happened. And it's so cool because I don't think that I would have ever gone this way if I designed this app myself. You know what I mean? It just kind of happened because we kept riding on the energy of the live, and yeah, so I'm just super excited that this is happening and it's really fun. So check out Revolut. Okay, cool. Honestly, we haven't really had much time to look this shit up yet, so cool. Thank you all for the suggestions. What if you can buy bowls for extra Joeys with sacrifice points? So okay, I would say yes, but we're gonna put a limit of 5 Joeys per bowl. By the way, for all of you who don't know, we have a 2001 Britney VMAs Joey. Anyways, you'll be able to get 5 Joeys per fishbowl. And from there, a new bowl will be created automatically, and you'll be able to tap, hold, and drag the Joey into the other bowl, kind of thing. So basically we're gonna limit it to 5 because 5 it gets stuffed with just 5. I think, especially when they're gonna be animating and like kind of floating around and stuff. So yeah, can you please give me a quick rundown of the app? First stream. Well, welcome. So I just did one, so let me do a really quick one. Basically, yeah. So you're gonna hook up your bank accounts on the sign up. You'll be able from there. We're gonna be able to like scan for the past few months of expenses and income, and then it's gonna average out to a monthly budget, which will also average to a weekly budget. You will get a Joey upon launch. And you'll be able to rename that Joey if you want. You'll also be able to rename all Joeys. So as you spend your weekly budget, the water will go down. If you overspend, your most recently born Joey will pass to the graveyard. But even if you get down like this low, if there is water left in your weekly budget, a new Joey will be born the next week. That Joey will grow to adulthood over the course of 7 days, and then they'll start sporting a personality through an accessory. You can also sacrifice Joeys to upgrade this structure to, let's say, a palm tree. We're thinking of making these structures where like kind of like almost a home for Joey, but we'll see. Yesterday somebody said something hilarious. I was like, obviously Joeys can't live in a palm tree, and they were like, it's bold of you to assume that that Dolpharoos don't live in palm trees, but okay. Is sacrificing how you would get different watercolors? No, how we're thinking of watercolors, and by the way, we are thinking of doing watercolors. I think that there's just going to be some way to change the color of the bowl. Let me see, where are we at? So yeah, it'll be bowl specific. So one bowl could be Pride flag or the American flag or something. But then also each bowl could be like any custom color, I think. So one bowl might be purple, then the next one will be the standard blue or whatever. So yeah. How am I making this app? So far we are only in the design stage, and we've only been doing it 100% on lives. But yeah, we're starting to dive into development next week. So basically we do this for clients and for ourselves. We've already launched another app called Task Tree. It's like an ADHD to-do list app, which I think we definitely need to add Joey into. Like maybe on one of these lives we'll go find a way to add Joey into Task Tree. But anyways, yeah. So we do this for ourselves and for our clients, and so we have a team of developers and a team of designers. So yeah, yes, we do have a Harry Styles Joey. It's funny. The way that we landed on a Harry Styles Joey was somebody said that they would pay us $5. Shit. Come on. Sorry, guys. I got a call. Yeah, so the way that we decided on a Harry Styles Joey was we got somebody said that they would go to Task Tree and pay $5 to support us if I made a Harry Styles Joey. So that's how we landed on Harry Styles Joey. There's also a Nolan Joey, which is me. So yeah, I think that one's gonna be like super rare. So how can you ensure that the bank info is secure? Yeah, so let's talk about that for a minute. How basically we're going to rely on APIs because these APIs, that's like their whole bit, is that they're secure and they handle all of that with the banks themselves and work out the security around that. And so that's why we're only going to be we're not going to be manually linking bank to bank kind of thing. And so that's A. The other side is we are going to have an expenses tab, and so we need to figure out what we need to store on our database to make it more easy for you to use across all of your devices. But what we're thinking right now is that we're just going to scan it every time you open the app. we'll scan your bank account for any changes, and then we'll kind of just like average them out and categorize them. We're not gonna like mark them down of like, you know, like Nolan's account has these transactions listed out like crazy, and all of that will not be stored on the database is what we're thinking. We might have to do it, I don't know, but we can get a list of transaction history by making calls to those APIs. And so for those of you who don't know, an API is basically like an information highway that links up to a database that is like a third-party database that handles all of that information for us. So, and that's honestly how development is so much faster now, and getting less and less expensive every day. It still is pretty expensive to develop apps, but basically, every day there's a new API that's really good, and what they do is they just like they do a lot of manual entry, a lot of, you know, like the ones that we're going to hook up here, they work individually with the banks, and then so that way developers like us don't have to go call, you know, Regions Bank and say, hey, we want to hook up to your bank accounts, can you help us, you know, like that would be crazy. And so that's what, like, that's kind of like what they do is, you know, people like Plaid and Revolut, they go do all that work, and then they charge us developers a fee, but that fee isn't that bad because we're able to, you know, make a whole app out of it. So I do know that they do have credit unions. I think like super local, super regional credit unions may not be in there, but I know for a fact that one of like I have a bank with a credit union, and that one is in Plaid. So I think it is up to those APIs to have all of those like that. But yeah, can we do smaller goals? What do you mean, like a daily budget instead of a weekly budget? That's an interesting idea. We could we could do it. So basically, how we're coming up with a weekly budget is we're averaging it out from a monthly budget. So you know, based on the last like 6 months or a year, we're gonna figure out what on average you make per month and what on average you spend per month. And then we'll be able to say, you know, okay, you know, you have, you know, you've got to fix recurring bills like rent and, you know, Netflix and stuff, right? But the variable stuff is where the budget goes to, where it's like, okay, you spend like, you know, let's say $2,000 on rent in a car or something, and then the rest of your expenses is averaged out into weekly, you know, budgets kind of thing. So yes, we do have a widget planned already. Basically, so we're thinking. I didn't even think about it, but somebody had brought it up. That is a great point. That, you know, you don't want people to know, like if you give your phone to a friend or something, you don't want them to see how much money is in your bank account, you know. And so I think we're gonna do percentages where it's like 50% of your budget is left this week, and then every few seconds, like maybe I think this has got to be a monthly too. So 80% left this month. So then there'll be a monthly budget as well for you. So there'll be weekly when it's tied to the fishbowl, and then a monthly where it's like it shows a breakdown of all of your categories. And then inside of that, maybe we'll turn this off, where like, so it's like basically every few seconds it's going to go from this to this to this and then back to this. And so maybe that last one will be turn offable, where it's like, you know, for me, like I barely give my phone to anybody else except for like my wife, and, you know, we share bank accounts, so it's not a big deal for me. So I would like to see this, but I could totally see other people not wanting to show the breakdown of their expenses like that. So you should make it so you can match your fingerprint to the app. Definitely. Yeah, probably every time we open the app, we'll ask you for either like Face ID or a PIN code, like a passcode numbers thing, you know. Necessity, like needing to expand for more room for Joey's or collecting. Let's see. App's supposed to be for people ages 12 to 24. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to use this app, and I'm older than 24. So, sure. Is that a widget of the bowl? Yeah. Yes, we do have a widget of the bowl. Yeah. So I think we're going to do a light mode and a dark mode of this because on iOS you don't get to have transparent backgrounds. It's funny, you know, like iOS locks stuff like that down, but the biggest requests that we get around widgets are stuff like that. That's like we just can't do it because Apple doesn't let us. You know what I mean? So yeah, have to go on with the work. Yeah, I know. I need to get to work on this shit too. So gonna be a unicorn Joey. Let's see. Is there gonna be a unicorn Joey? Is there? Where is it? Is there gonna be a unicorn Joey? Is there? So we decided yesterday or the other day, maybe it was yesterday, but it was Dragon's idea, where basically you can change the color of all of your accessories. And so, like, you know, there's Aviator Joey. You could change that color once. You get one time to change the color to like red or something, you know. But then also there is going to be skinned Joeys and also bandana flag Joeys. And so the skinned Joeys will be like the flags or colors. So you'll be able to make it where it's, you know, bold, right? You could do like the USA flag or the non-binary flag or where's the pride flag? There it is. The pride flag. I think that's just going to be the standard flag for now. But Color Town, boy. Yeah, so all of our apps are iOS and Android. We build in what's called Flutter. So it allows us to move quickly on both. So Biafato, you asked if we have any new updates. We are moving forward on the Joey decks, and I'd like to wrap that up before I wrap this live up. So I'm definitely going to be on live later today as well. I'm thinking that it's going to be probably around 3:30 Eastern, but it might be earlier. So we'll see. 3:30 p.m. Eastern. So yeah. Okay, so we should make this one a tadpole Joey. And it's the alive Joey. Ah, damn it. Okay. I see. Nolan, I am too kind. I don't know. I don't know. So it is my job to be empathetic. Is that the right word? Apathetic? Empathetic. Yes, empathetic. It's like basically, you know, my job as a UX designer is to like really connect with users and what they need. You know what I mean? And so you're just watching me work is all you're doing really, because like you really got to get in people's heads sometimes, and this makes it really easy where I don't have to get in people's heads. I can just talk to you. So I'm having a lot of fun. I think I've said that a lot lately. So yeah. Will it be free or what's the cost? So all of our apps are pay what you can, even if it's zero. So basically every once in a while we're going to ask you if you can pay, and you can make it zero or you can make it up to $10. And then if you do pay, we shouldn't and I know we've been having struggles with this on Task Tree. Task Tree is our other app, and it is launched, but we've been having issues where people pay, but then it doesn't pick up that they paid, and so it still asks them every once in a while. We finally fixed that, so that's good. But basically, yeah. So once you pay, you won't be asked again for a month, and then it doesn't auto renew either. So yeah. So Joey, I think. So let's just do born 2 weeks ago. Born yesterday. Do you all want to do anything else inside of the Joey decks? I'm that guy. Yeah, probably. I love being that guy. Yeah, that's fun. Will it be Easter eggs like hidden Joeys only obtained by doing certain things? I freaking love that idea. So we can go as crazy as we can with that sort of stuff. I think like for now we gotta just focus on getting it out. But I think soon I would love to dive into weird stuff like that. Basically care more about Joey than the bull. So if sacrifice would only be to upgrade the bull, you'd pass. Okay. Yeah. But however though, Dragon Games, you might get a Joey that you just don't like the Harry Styles Joey, right? Like if you just don't want a Harry Styles Joey, then you would sacrifice them just to like get rid of it, you know? And so maybe we sacrifice to change the color of the bowl too. Maybe it's blue, but you can sacrifice Joey's to turn it a different color too. Yeah, that would be cool because I'm sure, Dragon, that you would want to change your bowl color, right? Or no? Maybe yes, no, maybe so. Joey Senior. The first Joey was born 2 weeks ago. To be honest, I had them in curse bowls. I don't swipe too. Yeah, okay. Cool, okay. So would you want to do anything in the Joey decks? Like, would there be items that you're like looking to upgrade or something inside of this? Let me know what your thoughts are on that. Can we favorite Joeys in the Joey deck so we don't accidentally sacrifice? Oh, that's a cool idea. Yeah, maybe we have a sacrifice button from here, like a heart and a sacrifice button. We'll confirm both, you know, that way. Yeah. Mullet Joey is awesome. I love Mullet Joey. Tap it to go to the bowl. Oh, that's a cool idea. Okay. I would cry if I sacrificed Brittany. Yeah. Well, you get to name them, yes. So, yeah, we're getting a lot of action buttons on here, aren't we? So, yeah, when you tap on a Joey, it will pull this modal up, and it'll show what they're thinking about you, and then you will also be able to name them. So every Joey born is Joey the first, second, third, fourth, fifth in succession like that. However, if you change one to like John, right? Then the next Joey born will be Joey the second, right? Like, so say that I went from Joey the second to Joan, right? Then the next Joey born will be Joey the second, still. So Easter egg, name it Britney Spears VMA to get some. Oh, I like that. Like, you only know if you know, like. You name it certain things and it gets an accessory. That is a cool idea. I love that because only like the true fans will be like, yo, I know to do this, even, you know. Yeah. Let me think though. Your proudest life achievement. Oh, geez, yeah. Cool, this is looking really good. We don't need a save button here. We can just have a list of Joeys like that. Ooh, that would be really cool if it was like named after users. Name it Chad and becomes a British rapper. Yeah, sure. Okay, we need to make the sacrifice. Actually, let me really quickly. Let's make some icons for this. Okay, alive. Maybe it's like a happy face. Heart is good, but I don't know. It's a little. I don't know if it fits, you know? It's about to get uses. If I can get one, he can hold a steering wheel. Ooh, that's a cool idea. So one problem with holding things, we tried to do it with Pride Flag Joey, where they were like holding. Damn it. Sorry. So yeah, we tried to do it where Pride Joey was holding a flag, but it just like we couldn't get it to work because you know, Joey's got a fin, you know, and so like it was really hard to it was like kind of beyond me on how to make it really work without affecting the fin, without like changing the fin's structure, which I'd like to avoid if we can, you know. Also yesterday we were thinking of making a sick Joey, but then we also decided against that because it was too hard to fit without affecting the other accessories. So we're running into some of those kinds of issues with the mechanics where like we're getting booked up in terms of like you know, there's not too much more we can fit into the Joeys without doing major reworks kind of thing. So Sick Joey would make you sad. Exactly. So Sick Joey was only going to show up if you were on track to overspend. And so it was perfect because yeah, like if you see that one of your Joeys is sick, you're like, damn, I should probably not buy this thing today. You know. Yeah. So maybe we're thinking of this all wrong. I think that we should make these Joey statuses where it's like, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do like a live Joey, and then we're gonna do, you know, like Joey with a halo, because that's the. But I guess we don't really have Ghost Joey anything other than the color white. Maybe we need to change that. This is really not enough, is it? It's not enough differentiation. Oh, that's a cool idea, just the fin. So we decided to go all out on the flag Joeys, where all flags become like the entire skin kind of thing. So let me show you. Here you go. So yeah, we've got like, you know, Ireland flag. We've got Antarctica flag because apparently that's a thing, and we've got Florida flag, right? So yeah, because I know everybody's just like super excited about Florida, but that's where I live, so that's why we landed on that. Cool. All right, everybody. Well, I've got a meeting in 10 minutes. We got really far on this live, so congrats on everybody. BF5, you're right. We don't have a Brazilian flag. I'm gonna do that right away on the next live. So for you and every other Brazilian supporter of Joey. So, all right, everybody. We're gonna be I'm gonna be back probably in about like 4 or 5 hours. Okay, so we'll see you soon. All right, everybody. Bye.